Live albums with studio bonus tracks. Good move or a cemetery for forgotten songs? Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, episode 351. My name is Dan, and I shall be your host today. Cheers to you all. All right, just hopefully that didn't sound too bad on the mic. I just scratched my glass on the. Anyway, so before we start off, if you do like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Hit the little thumbs up button and the little bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. So, you know what? I do top tens, and even with between my buddies and I, we do top tens. We are just doing a top 10 3 days ago. And I was like, this one always, I was like, do I do this and how do I explain myself? So I'm talking about live albums. When a band releases a live album, and I don't know if you're like me, live albums do not really interest me anymore. I used to buy them just because there's so many right now. Like I'm talking about official releases, not like how they're doing now with like basically there's a DVD or a Blu-ray attached to it there. That is a little too much, but whatever. I'm here to talk about when bands make live albums but add a bonus studio track like unreleased. Is it a good move, or is it just a cemetery for these songs to be never heard again? So we'll go through what I have, and if you have some suggestions for me to actually go out and buy a live album because of a studio bonus track, let me know. That's basically the only reason I would actually buy a live album, and you'll see why in a few there. But yeah, we'll talk about each. And I went through my list so many times. It's so, to me, these bonus tracks are mostly forgotten. Okay. Reason being is I had to go through my list of albums 3 or 4 times. Even my buddies that were here the other night were like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's actually a live album with a bonus track," which I didn't even think. Or I was actually rewatching an episode of my EPs a couple days ago, and I was like, "Oh, forgot about that one." I see stuff like that. So maybe there's some that I actually did forget, but to me, it's really a cemetery for unfortunately lost songs forever. I would actually prefer them to be actually released as a maxi single. It would be, to me, it'd still be lost, but less lost. So, first thing, and this is alphabetical also, so no preference here. So I'm going to start off with just this one is only available on CD, and I bought it at the time because I still am crazy about this artist, but Alice Cooper, Fistful of Alice. So this was recorded at Sammy Hagar's Cabo Wabo in Mexico. Features lots of guests by Sammy's on here also, Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, and lots of other people. I forget the name. But there is also the main reason I kept this, because I've actually been selling off a lot of my CDs there, but obviously I'm keeping this because there is a last track called Is Anyone Home? At the time, Alice wasn't releasing that much. He was close to or yeah, close to by a few. Brutal Planet and Dragontown there. But this is actually, Is Anyone Home is actually complete, a total Alice, like you like him, like he came back in for The Eyes of Alice Cooper and whatnot there. But good move, yeah. I mean, it made me buy the album, but unfortunately I never listened to this just because of the format. I don't have a CD player anymore, and again, I don't buy live albums. Like I said, I'm glad I bought it just because of that one bonus track. It's a good bonus track. I had to re-listen to it just to familiarize myself, and I remember me liking it. I just forgot how it went. I couldn't even sing it to you when I first thought about this episode here. So anyway, is anyone home off of Alice Cooper, A Fistful of Alice? Next up, we have, now we got, the rest is all vinyl, alphabetical. So let's start in the D's with Dio, Intermission. OK EP. It's a live EP, so from what I figure out is he went on tour for the Sacred Heart tour. Huge success, apparently. I never heard of it at the time here in Canada. Then they took some footage, I guess, from that show, made a little live EP, and added a brand new song, Time to Burn, which features Craig Goldie on guitar, no longer Vivian Campbell. And Craig Goldie would actually go and do the second half of the Sacred Heart tour, which is who you see on the DVD release of the same Sacred Heart, the video. Yeah, that's it. Something like that there. Very cool show. So yeah, this one comes with Time to Burn. Mid-pace, like nothing. To me, it's one of those Dio songs. It's not a weak song, it's just there. Okay, it's not a bad song. It's those mid-pace. Dio, when he does mid-pace rockers, I find it just like, they're like, well, whatever. So Dio, Intermission with Time to Burn, good one. This is actually one that I had forgotten, and my buddy Pascal came over the other day and goes, I really like that one ballad, blah, blah, by that band. He goes, oh my God, that's actually on a live album. So I'm talking about Dokken. The album is Beast from the East, and the song is Walk Away. So, great power ballad. They were in, like, if you watch the DVD of Unchained the Night, with the pink cover, they showed this video and they talk about the making of this video, and they were not talking to each other. There's no shot almost with the whole four guys all together in the same shot. There are, but not a lot. They said there wasn't. I'm like, yeah, you're full of shit there. Walk Away, a ballad. I didn't really care for it at the time, but I really love it. And that's the only reason I bought this on vinyl, is to get that song, because it doesn't exist as a maxi single. Mind you, I didn't check. I didn't check if it was available as a maxi single. I don't think so, but anyway, I got it here now, so that's okay right there. So, Walk Away from Dokken, from the Beast from the East. Good song. Again, gets forgotten, lost in the shuffle, and I don't listen to live albums anymore that much. I will if I just want to hear something as a whole, like the hits, All right, next up, this one is in bad shape, but still works. So Ace Frehley live +1. Like, it's so much water damage off of this here. Great live EP. I love this at the time. I probably still do there. But it does come with a bonus, studio bonus song called Words Are Not Enough. I would call it a pop rock song. So, good one. Is it a good move? I probably would say yes, because an EP, you almost have to put a bonus song like the Dio did here. And that's what it's called, live +1. So there's that there's going to be an extra song on it. It's forgotten with time. Trust me on that there. That made nothing for this band. But yeah, I do love the song. It's, when I listen to this whole EP, I make sure to listen to the studio song also. It's a good one here. So Words Are Not Enough, Words Are Not Enough, off of Frehley's Comet live +1. All right, next up, okay. To me, this is the example of a waste. Like, I only bought it just for the bonus track, and I'm talking about Ghost right here, right now. I don't like. They had an album, a live album for the Meliora tour, which was one, two, technically two albums ago when he did that. Why do this again? There was a DVD. I don't have it yet, but I do like the packaging because it has. If you look at this, oh, I don't. Is it the same? Yeah, actually. Oh, sort no. Anyway, same as Kiss Alive 1. Okay, the back, you know how it's written right there. But it does come with a bonus track at the end of the show. Studio bonus track. The future is a foreign land. Now, the song is just okay, like nothing great. I don't even remember how it goes. Just to show you how much I never listened to this there, or how little I listened to live albums, especially. But I got it because there was a trying to get all the Ghost bonus tracks here. This one was actually easily available and at a good price too. Not part of some BS box set that is reissued there. But the future is a foreign land. Just don't remember if it's good or bad. But I now have it. Would have preferred as a maxi single. I don't even remember if I got it digitally actually. I will have to get it because I got everything Ghost to digital also there. But yeah, it's first of all, it's an okay song. I don't even remember how it goes. And two, I probably will never hear it again because I don't like to listen to live albums. And if I do listen to it, I'll probably go and watch it on that Blu-ray. Well, I don't find it sounds as good as Ceremony and Devotion. Ceremony and Devotion as a live album sounds better. This one sounds very sloppy and sluggish, I find, from what I heard. I only heard it once. Okay. Next up. Okay, so that's a forgotten song for me. Okay. This one is probably the most popular of these, and it basically is the poster boy for this. So I'm talking about Kiss Alive 2, which has 5 studio bonus tracks. So all of side 4, All American Man, Rocket in the USA, Larger Than Life, Rocket Ride, which is probably the most popular of those 5 songs, and Any Way You Want It. As a kid, and I'm going to say this again, just as a kid, I had the cassette, the original cassette. My neighbor had given that to me. And I was listening to Kiss Alive 2, and on Kiss Alive 2, it's just 2 sides. There was only one cassette. And after it ends with Shout It Out Loud, I thought that the crowd was now bored of Kiss, and then you didn't hear them, the crowd anymore. That's how naive and dumb I was as a kid. I thought the crowd was just like, man, these songs suck. Let's not cheer. I thought that's how. But it's 5 studio tracks. This is actually talked about as, lost songs. They also did some on Greatest Hits. That's another story. I'm only concentrating on live albums right now. But this one has 5 bonus tracks. Would I say they're forgotten? No. Because actually Rocket Ride is considered by most people who don't like Kiss love the song Rocket Ride. Okay? That's... So, but yeah, there's Larger Than... These are great songs. I don't think they're forgotten. I hope they never get forgotten to me because they're actually that good. Except maybe Any Way You Want is just a cover of a Dave Clark 5, which works. Okay? But yeah, Kiss Alive 2 has 5 bonus tracks. And probably one of the early... this is actually the oldest album I have of a band that has a live album with a studio bonus track, which, like I said, hopefully there's some people in the comments that will actually tell me if there are others that I'm missing that I should get because of a certain track. Okay, this next one is a little confusing because it's a live album and it's not. Okay, to me, I'll say this is a good move, but it's a very confusing move. So I'm gonna go with Kim Mitchell, I Am a Wild Party, live. Okay, now every song is live, but it's not a attached concert. It's like a fade in of a crowd song, fade out of a crowd. Next, then a space, like a studio space, then fade in of a crowd, next song, fade out of a crowd. And I was like, okay, so that's going to be that type of live album. But this is a live album. It says live here. But the song, I Am a Wild Party, the version that is not live. There's no crowd. Sounds too good to be a live song. But yeah, Kim Mitchell, I Am a Wild Party live. And is it a waste? No. Because one, you get some pretty cool stuff. So you get I Am a Wild Party, which is not live. You get Battle Scar, which is a Max Webster song, which I did not know was a Rush. No, sorry, a Max Webster song duetted with Rush. Rush is not on this here. Deep Dive is a live song, which is on no album. So that's another, and more on that type of thing later on there. So, but this is all his hits. Great live album for how live it is. But it does come with a brand new, and this was a huge hit here in Canada for Kim Mitchell with I Am a Wild Party. You ask anybody and they know Canadian, you say Kim Mitchell and you're like, I Am a Wild Party or Go for Soda, one of those two. So there's another one. Okay, this got two more. Yeah. Next up here we have Triumph Stages. Now, I wasn't even planning on getting this one, but of course, with my little kick of Triumph in the past few years, and me trying to get everything on vinyl, I'm like, I was told, I'm like, there's 2 bonus tracks on this album, so I'm like, yoink, I'm gonna get it. And I would have loved, look at these lights, this is so beautiful. If you listen to the documentary, Michael Jackson loved this tour that much that he actually went and hired the light guys from the Triumph tour to do his show. But anyway, so yeah, Triumph Stages comes with 2 new bonus tracks, studio bonus tracks called Mind Games and Empty Inside. Now, I've had this album for maybe a year now. I remember them being good. I don't remember them being great, but I do remember them being good. No problem with this one here. So yeah, Mind Games and Empty Inside, 2 bonus tracks right there. Good show. This is one of those bands I wish I would have seen live, but back, I think my first concert ever that Triumph had disbanded with Rick Emmett, so whatever. Anyway, that's one more. And my last one here, this one is actually pretty tricky. And so I'm going to go with Wasp Live in the Raw. Now, this one here has technically 3 new tracks, okay? 2 of them are played live. So one of them is the song that starts side 2 called The Manimal. Apparently it's the son or the next part of the song Animal, F Like a Beast, that one there. So very cool song. I do like the song The Manimal, and also that's live though. Okay, so it was recorded in a concert. People didn't know what the hell they were listening to, I guess. Then comes another one, Harder, Faster. That also is played live. Again, cool song. How do I feel about new songs, but you hear them live? I would have preferred a studio version, okay? And last but not least, but this is a studio track, which is Scream Until You Like It. So it's theme from Ghoulies 2. I believe, so if you're not into live albums but want bonus tracks, I do believe that this exists as a maxi single, the song Scream Until You Like It. But I don't think you'd be getting The Manimal or Harder, Faster. So I would stick with this version if you're looking for bonus tracks. There's 3 of them. The Manimal, live. Harder, Faster, live. But Scream Until You Like It, studio. So there you go. And Scream Until You Like It, to me, it's good, but it's a cover. I didn't realize it was a cover until maybe less than a year ago when I found out. I believe my friend Steve told me that. And I think he does have the single for, I just don't remember if it was a 7-inch or 12-incher, but Anyway, Scream Until You Like It studio track, and there's a video for it too, from the movie Ghoulies 2. So there you go, Wasp live in the Raw with 3 bonus tracks for this one. So, is it worth it to, I mean, for suckers like me who are completists, like that Ghost one was a good move by Tobias Forge, not putting it as a max single or putting it, I don't know if it's alone yet there, but again, I do the pre-order because I've been burned in the past. Fear of missing out, yes, I'm guilty of that. So now I have a Ghost album that I don't listen to, but the song is just okay. But there are some albums, live albums with some great bonus tracks on it. So again, you know which ones I preferred here. I mean, Kiss, I know I'm biased, but 5 is good. 5 is actually um, a good way for you to revisit those bonus tracks because there's like 5 of them. 1 or 2, it's tricky there, but anyway, that is my episode for this. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys have some live albums that I should be looking into that have bonus tracks? Just like I said, like this year, live albums with studio bonus tracks. Whether it's good or bad, that let me know in the comments there, but we shall see there. Anyway, on that note, thank you guys for watching, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.